The Vice-Chancellor is a good family man. In spite of his busy schedule, he still finds time to spend his esteemed presence with his family.
My husband is somebody that believes so much in my food. You will never see him eat outside. You know, at times I get busy too in the office, but he would always call me, oh no, I want to eat something. And at that point, I drop everything I'm doing to attend to his food personally. I do the cooking myself. And when we're talking about cooking, it's not just the 5 minutes kind of, food we're talking about. At times I have to pound yam for him, and I do it with all joy because he doesn't eat outside, and I'm quite happy with that because I know for somebody who doesn't eat outside, I have to take it upon myself to, prepare his food. Okay, it's been quite challenging having a busy husband like him, but I quite understand. He's somebody that believes anything should be done perfectly. He's somebody that believes if something has to be done, it has to be a perfect thing. So I really understand him in that aspect. So that's why you see him, he tries, despite, everything in the university, the work, and then he tries to carry out these activities. There are visions, he has some visions, and he actually wants to meet up. He wants everything accordingly to be done well. So I really understand him, and I have tried to cope with his very busy schedule. I thank God I understand him very well, and then he has our kids. He doesn't really play with the kids. The little time he has at home, he spends it with the kids wisely. And I came in sometime and met him playing words cards and with the kids, and it's really not common, compared to what his activities and all. It's not. So I respect and I love that aspect of him. If he has to spend 1 hour at home, he spends 1 hour. That's 1 hour with his kids. So
Edeoga relates well with everybody, irrespective of the person's feelings toward him. These success recorded by Professor Edeoga's administration were not achieved without challenges.
The challenges were enormous. Low student enrollment, poor infrastructure, staff low morale, agitation for promotion as and when due, release of promotion results as and when due. Today, nobody agitates over promotion. You get the promotion even before the October. In those days, even when you have been promoted, you don't get the letter to show it that you have been promoted. Now, again, the restiveness of the indigenes over land, allowing us have access to the land acquired by government for the development of the university. So, these are some of the challenges. But today, at least, the story is changing, and I hope it will continue like that, even when I might have ended my tenure. Okay, the only change I will ask for is for funding. Let there be improvement in funding by the proprietors of this university. That's one. Then I would also like to have a change in the way some of the unions comport themselves. The unions should know that they don't have any basis being here if not they are staff of this university ab initio. And as such, they should know that they will also make sure that the priority of the students becomes their primary assignment. That is, the welfare of the student becomes their priority in anything they are doing. Because it's only when you have students in the university that you have an institution, that you have a vice chancellor, that you have a ASU, that you have NASU, that you have SANU, that you have the technical the technologists who have their own NATs as their own association. So for that reason, if there are going to be changes in all these, the university system will go in for the best.
Professor Edeoga's administration enjoys warm relationship with the host community of the university. This is because his administration has always dispensed the perquisites of office to his host communities in terms of granting employment to qualified indigents of the area, giving admission to deserving students, and identifying with the problems and aspirations of the host community.
Today, you can see that, talking of the host communities, we have more people from the host communities who are now staff of this university. When I came on board, I made permanent more than 200 casuals that have been casual staff of this university, junior staff that are from this locality. I made their appointment permanent. I've also gone down well in history as the VC that employed the most and the highest number of staff from this host community. Not only that, today you can see with the improvement in the enrollment, the economic base of the host community has been stimulated positively. You can see some landlords making businesses, transforming from peasant farmers to business, heavy and rich business tycoons. That is for the host community. You can see the peace prevalent here, to the point that the traditional rulers of Ikwano are asking me to come and take chieftaincy title. If I am not good, will they advocate for that? They won't. Then for the state, you can see even the transport system we floated has affected the economic life of the state. Today, this is the only university in the state that offers degrees in different areas of engineering. So the state is benefiting. Even as I am improving the economic fortune of the immediate host community, that's how I'm also improving that of the state. Today, there's relative peace in Abia State. This university has not witnessed any student riot for the past 4 years and 6 months plus. No staff strike for the past, except the national ones. So the peace of this university has translated to the peace of the state. And of course, you know today that the infrastructural base I am putting on the ground has reduced crime. If you pass this university in the night, you see the lightning of the solar light are deployed along the street, even including the road, so that anybody who is passing through this street in the night will never miss word or feel that he did not pass through the University of Agriculture, Mudike. And that was not the case before my arrival. So, and of course you know that more than 50% of the students here are from Abia State. Just as more than 60% of the staff of this university are from Abia State presently. So, I have done much for the state. Then, for the vision of the founders of this university, today this university can boast of hosting so many national projects. The WAP is there. The Women in Agriculture project is there. The fish pond is there. We are using them to supply fingerlings to this state and the country and beyond. The piggery is there. The poultry is there. So the motto of this university is just to do what? For the fighting of food security. So we have done well in making sure that food security is being ensured. In this state, vis-a-vis this part of the country and the country at large. Of course, the training we are given in different value chains of agriculture is also impacting positively in reducing crime, in reducing unemployment, in creating jobs for the teeming youth of Nigeria. So the university has done enough in ensuring that the vision of the founding fathers of this university has not been derailed.
These wonderful gestures had in turn engendered cordial relationship and peaceful atmosphere and cooperation by the host community.
Before now, we have these institutions, but their impacts were not being felt. I know before the school was transformed to a university, it was just known as AA, and that is just simply School of Agriculture. That's what it was called. But having transformed it to the university, we started seeing a flock of people. Yet we couldn't spot the difference. That is first VC, second VC. Recently, I came in with some of my friends and they were asking me what I am still doing in the city. This is courtesy some developmental projects seen in the university, to be specific. I tried to find out the anchor man, and I had this one Professor Edeoga. I was happy. My reason is because what took us out of a village is now brought in. Having even verified more about him, I discovered he's not from Abia. Talk more of Ikuano and even Omudik. I prayed for him. I got Romeo. He's not an angel, but he's not a devil. Because devil cannot do the things I saw. I am not saying because I know him one-on-one. No. Even before this time, I've gone to the press to raise alarm, to come and help me appreciate a man. Because in my hostel, I have some students. I see the way these people read. I asked them, will you die reading? They said, in Michael Okpara University, there is no nonsense because of the visa. That prompted me to tell Nigerians that we have a gold. He's a man of gold indeed. So we are the landlord, the host. If we are to be called, or if there are people to consult to say more about the university, we are the closest people that can be objective and that can say as it is.
The administration of Professor Hilary Odo Edeoga enjoyed the cooperation of his staff, as no strike was recorded, and he remains grateful to them. He is ever grateful to his management team, the University Governing Council, deans and directors, students, the entire university and host community for their cooperation in making the uncommon positive change of the university to this enviable height possible.
Let me especially thank the Governing Council of this university, members of university management, the Senate, members of congregation, professors and colleagues, deans and directors, heads of department, staff and students of this great university for making today a reality.
The VC is one of the most sought intellectual giants by international community. He is regularly invited by national and international platforms and institutions to deliver keynote addresses, papers, lectures, and thought-provoking seminar papers. Professor Edeoga has a heart full of milk for the downtrodden. For instance, for over 11 years, he celebrates Christmas with over 800 widows, mostly unknown to him. He gives them bags of rice and other items to help them enjoy the Christmas. There's no doubt that Professor Hilary Odo Edeoga, who has steered the ship of the university for 5 years, has done exceedingly well in transforming the university to an international citadel of learning. To God be the glory.